Following is brought to you by Falzo Filter Supply Company.
You're listening to the Smells Like Middle-Aged Spirit podcast.
What smells so bad?
It's strong, but you'll get used to it. Now here's your hosts, Nick Stevenson and
buddy.
Chris Clark.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. Whatever time of day it is, wherever you may be listening in the world, welcome to episode number 23 of the Smells Like Middle-Aged Spirit podcast. Welcome to Off Script with yours truly, Nick Stevenson. We just took roll, though, when some motherfucker showed up as the bell rung.
Just barging in this motherfucker.
Look who fucking showed up. Once again, my name's Nick Stevenson. Hype Gorilla Chris Clark is in the building. We have a very special guest. He is formerly of the Dude Stuff podcast, and he should have his name in the credits of this podcast. I will tell you that, because this dude did a whole lot to help us get started. Chris Conn is in the building. What's going on, sir?
Hello.
How are you?
Living the motherfucking dream.
I'm telling you, man. I'm glad to have you here. We've name dropped you a few times.
I know.
But now everyone
heard.
gets to see your beautiful face and your awesome hat. And that's what's up, dude. So, as I stated right before we got started, I planned on doing this episode by myself. But now that you guys are here, I'm glad. Chris, there's food on your shirt. I just want to warn you. Okay, there you go.
Hello, boy.
It's some cookies.
Hello, boy.
Cookies.
Yeah,
Saving that shit for later.
Maddie hooked it up with some cookies earlier, so we've all partaken. Did you get some cookies, Chris?
No, I'm good right
Okay,
now.
make sure you get some.
I'll
before you
definitely
leave.
get some on the way out.
Make sure you get some before you leave.
Okay.
All right, man. So, as you can see, we are in a completely different Studio A. We've dubbed it Studio A 2.0.
With motherfucking air conditioning.
Yes. Thank
Oh my
goodness.
God.
You will not see all the beaded sweat on my bald forehead
Oof.
anymore.
Place is fucking legit, man.
You like it?
I do.
You
I
like
do.
it?
This is nice.
I was worried.
It's a lot better than doing it on my couch. That's for sure.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've seen it. I walked
Yeah.
in today. I was like, God damn, bro, you fucking killed it.
Let me tell you the key. Last time we put up this soundproof, we used those freaking thumbtacks. Pain in the dude. I used a staple gun this time.
Oh, you didn't go full hammer and nails with it?
No.
Should have.
I used half-inch
wouldn't-
staples, and it was pretty badass. But finally, I've moved into my new home, and we decided it would probably be better for the show to move Studio A to this location. It's better for, like Chris said, now we have some legit AC in here.
It's a nice place too, man. I'm impressed with it.
I do appreciate that, and we've
Nice pad.
gotten a lot of that sentiment recently, and it is a nice house. I will say that, and it's something that if you'd have told me 5 years ago that I'd be doing this, I'd have been like, "You're full of shit.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here!" Like that's not happening, and that's kind of where I was coming from with this whole be humble vibe, is because we've gotten a lot of congratulations and it's a beautiful home, and my kids are all gassed up. You know how kids are.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's funny? Kids have different priorities. You know, when you were a kid, you just wanted nice shit and flashy shit. Like you wanted to have the biggest, baddest bike. You wanted to show all your friends all this stuff. So
Well, damn, now they got the biggest and baddest house now. What up, fool? What it do?
that's what I'm saying. So like we move into this house and they're all woo, and I'm trying my hardest, man, because, dude, I'm from Texas City. I grew up in Lamarck off of Lake Road. Shout out. With jack shit.
Yep.
We didn't have nothing. We lived in a house that was, it was run down in the 80s, so there's no telling what it looks like now, man. And, I went through the full gamut of just being a poor kid.
Yeah.
Now, when I was younger, that was the case, but I watched my father slowly build his way up to the middle class, and you know, it was cool, but I always kept that mentality of like, this is just stuff and it's temporary.
Yep.
And as I've sat here,
Yeah, I know exactly how that shit goes.
I
do.
That's what I'm.
Don't get used to it, kids. Fucking 4 months later, we got a new place.
You know,
You mean we get separate bedrooms now? What? Then the next place you go to, you're back to like the same. Like, no.
I'm telling you, man. And so this whole time, and trust me, as that little poor kid inside of me who grew up in that piece of shit house, like I walk in this bitch and Dude, I'm telling you, I was in the shower. I was bumping Biggie earlier. I was like, man, I was doing some Ghetto Boys. Damn,
It's
it
a
feels
good
good to
feeling,
be a
man.
gangster. I'm like, you know,
It's a good fucking
I'm
feeling.
I'm sitting in my jacuzzi tub. I'm like, okay, slow
This
down.
isn't where I parked my car.
And it's easy to get caught up in that. And I told my kids, I'm like, there's nothing wrong with enjoying the fruits of your labor. And we worked hard to get here. And I have to give credit to my wife. I couldn't live in this house if it wasn't for my wife. Like we both put in the work to get here.
Yeah.
But stay humble. Remember where you came from. And
Fucking key, bro. That's fucking
Q.
key.
yeah.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yes,
Da,
be
da,
humble.
Da, 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 da. No, that's not what the beat goes.
If it wasn't for copyrights, we could do
I
that.
know, goddamn copyright.
Stupid copyrights. But no, like I've told my kids, I'm like, this is just stuff. This house, at the end of the day, is a thing.
You're right.
And yes, it's ours. We can be very proud of it. But this motherfucker could be gone tomorrow.
You're right.
You know? And as a man who's been through divorce before, and that is not happening again, but that isn't like, you never know what's temporary.
Of course.
You could be, and I think in the course of everyone's life, at some point, you probably were on cloud 9, floating along, feeling like you were untouchable.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden,
Yep. Oh, yeah.
got smacked over the head and you weren't expecting it. And that's kind of the journey that I wanted to discuss. And, you know, now that I have you guys here, you guys can give some perspective on it as well. Like when you're flying through the air and you think you're untouchable and you get humbled, I think that's a progression that's necessary to help you grow. And that's what's kept me grounded as I come to here, because I remember where I was not that long ago.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that a little bit later about my journey to getting here. But, you know, I know that we're all at different stages, and we're all at different stages in the progression of our growth for sure. But I think that that's probably something that's happened to each of us at some point.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. Listen, so Chris, one thing I meant to text you and ask you, because like we get raw, we tell a lot of truth in here, and I don't know how much of your truth you're ready to speak, because you're still going through some of your stuff. You know?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty much an open book. I think that's very well known.
I think that's true, man. I've talked to you many times, and I'm like, you know, it's what's funny is the Dude Stuff podcast, Chris.
It's a lot different than the Chris
start?
right now. Holy shit.
Yes. And I wanted to get some clips of your Dude Stuff, man. Is it still up?
Man, probably not.
Okay.
You might be able to.
There's a lot of stuff
I don't
that's been
know.
going on. I know your YouTube channel's still up.
Yeah, it is still up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and Chris Conn, I'll let everybody know. He started Do Stuff podcast. That was like a year ago.
Over a year ago. Yeah, it was like November 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
November
was
2018.
he was legit doing the thing. And I tell the story all the time about we had a couple buddies who were doing a podcast, and I thought to myself, man, I bet I could do that.
It's all fun planning it.
Yes.
And then when it gets down to it, you're like, okay, this
Execution.
may or may not have been a good idea.
Right,
I don't
right.
know. It's
I fucking feel that. I fucking feel
It
that.
is so, like, when you think about starting your own podcast, all you thinking about is talking into a microphone.
And the glory.
You don't, yeah. Which, by the way, there is no real glory in it. There's really not. There's an empty ass bank account, and that's about it. Because when we got started on it, you know, it was the whole idea with Do Stuff podcast was it was just me and Randy, you know, like every time we get drunk, we always talk about, you know, some bullshit story or something like that. We love telling stories. We're like, it'd be a good idea to start a podcast. Like, okay. And then 2 months later, I'm on Amazon, heavily inebriated, and then buying like all the microphones,
There's a common theme here.
the mix, yeah. Like the mixer board, the interface, the microphones. It ain't cheap, man.
Yeah.
It's starting a podcast. It's a hassle.
Bro, I'm telling you, after all the fucking research we did,
Lots of research.
this motherfucker right here,
That's the only thing I was ever jealous of you of was that Rodecaster.
Yeah.
I can't believe the shit that
It makes
this thing
it makes
does.
your life so
It
much
is.
easier.
I'm
legit.
gonna, and everybody, our audience knows this. I sit in this fucking chair and do this every week.
Yeah.
Like this, the weight of this podcast lies on this man's shoulder. But just from looking at what this machine does,
it makes it a lot easier. I'll tell you that much.
Oh my God, bro.
I'll tell you that much. It makes it hell.
I tell everybody who wants to start a podcast, it's like, it sounds fun, but because a lot of people, when they get into podcasts where they see, Joe Rogan and,
that's who this guy saw.
Exactly.
I saw them dollar signs.
Everybody gets the idea of doing a podcast from Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And they see how much money, which by the way, he just signed a $10 million deal with Spotify.
Yeah.
Here we come, Spotify.
But here's the thing with that. Joe Rogan's been doing this shit since 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
Back when the internet just came out, there wasn't even anything called a podcast back then. But anyways, he's been doing this for that long, and he's just now coming up with a $10 million deal with Spotify. But anyway, so when people are like, I'm going to start a podcast, like, okay, don't expect to make money off of it.
Right.
Because you're not. Yeah. I mean, you can make some good money, but look at it as a hobby.
Yeah.
Look at it as a hobby, not as something you're going to make all this bread off of.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you can make bread off of it, but it takes a long time. You're going to lose more money than you're going to make for a while.
When we started this, that was my primary fucking goal is...
I think I told you this too. You were talking about. I told you, like, look at it as a hobby, not as a.
When I was calling for advertising purposes, they wanted $500 for 30 seconds. I was like, "Bitch, do what?
Yeah,
you want $500 for 30 seconds for me to say like, hey man, my boys at such and such lawn care are badass. Like
those are just like the mediocre podcasts. Those aren't even the big ones.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm like, hey Nick. Man, check this out, dude. You got a fucking God voice. Like, let's do this shit.
Yeah, he was hype.
But man, it really turned into so much more than that. And we discussed that on, I think it was 19.
Episode 18. And that's what I was going to get into, because Chris was having that conversation with me when we were sitting at the smoke pit at ITC.
Bouncing off ideas
I was like, hey man, because I hate to put it this way, but I was learning a lot from the stuff that you were telling me. Okay, I fucked this up. Don't do this.
Yeah.
And I'm like taking notes. I'm
Learn
like, okay.
from my mistakes.
Yeah. I mean, but that's kind of the advantage of having somebody in the game. But I was like, yeah, man, we want to get advertising dollars. And Chris was like, well, man,
good luck.
Slow down, man. and when I'm talking advertisement, I wasn't like, first of all, thank you to our sponsors. We love you guys. But I was thinking like Sprite, Pepsi, Blue Chew.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're going after the big dogs,
Yeah.
And it kind of switched for us because we started having guests with real life stories telling us some of their...
I noticed that, yeah.
Yeah, we
really
started
cool.
having some...
It got really, really fucking in-depth, man.
Yeah.
It really did last season.
It became different. When we started getting text messages and messages through Facebook or Instagram, like of people relating to the stuff we were talking about and having emotional reaction and stuff to it, I know that's when it changed for you and it changed for me also, because I was like, man, like, this part of it's just cool. If we keep doing this and we keep talking about stuff that's interesting and people can relate to, then maybe down the line, what we said initially, maybe that'll come.
Yeah.
But it's just changing. That's another part of being humble, man. We thought this was going to be easy as fuck.
It takes you not only...
Chris is like, you talk about Joe Rogan. Like, Chris wanted us to be Joe Rogan from the jump.
Joe Rogan also pays somebody else to do all of this shit for him too.
True story.
All he's got to do is like, hey Jamie, he just keeps on fucking talking. Like it's and you're constantly learning something new. Especially like with you, you're like you're doing it all. You got the laptop out, you got the board out.
Yes.
You're doing all the editing. Like,
you can go ahead.
People don't understand like how long it takes to fucking edit by itself. I once with DSP, it once took me 4 hours to edit one podcast. That was the one that you went on where it was like it was a three. We recorded for 3 hours.
Yeah.
But I had there was a lot of stuff that had to be taken out though, and so it ended up being like an hour and a half podcast, and I had to go through all of that. And this is what I like about the broadcast, that you don't have to do what I had to do when I edited.
Yeah.
Like I had to go through, because where we recorded in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Right, it was the only space that we had that was big enough. Yeah. And so the fucking house is all tile.
It sounded like we were in a cave.
It was so bad. So I had to go through everybody's voice. Every time Nick came up, I had to adjust how he sounded. Every time I came up, I had to adjust how I sounded. Randy, Heather, Lindsay, all of everybody. It took me so long, man. It
was a
like,
trip.
like I almost
It was a
just
trip.
decided.
You almost
quit.
didn't post it.
I came this close to not posting.
Yeah,
it. I
you
was
were like, dude, I don't think I'm gonna put this up. And but those are
I
some
did,
of the things
yeah.
he went through that I was like, okay, and that's
that pod was
I
an
hate-
editing nightmare, man.
I hate to say that once again, like, but we learned from your mistakes, and that's why I say you probably deserve to have your name in the credits, man, because. I mean, you can go ahead and admit to everybody how many times I called you, texted you.
Well, yeah. It was you call me up, text me. It was like every other day. Like, hey, how'd you find this, or what did you do with this, or this and that? It actually got to the point where you gotten so far along. Like, I was actually getting tips from you.
Yeah.
You just didn't know that because I'm not gonna fucking admit to that.
Yeah, because we.
I mean, the teacher's not gonna tell the student that he's learning from the student.
You know what was funny about that? Because I was like, hey, man. I was worried that they might be concerned that like I was trying to jock their idea, and I'm like, look, man, we have different audiences. Like, when we were on the Dude Stuff podcast, it was a little bit more raw, raunchy, like
very raw and raunchy.
If some of the people who listened to this went and listened to the episode of Dude Stuff that I was on, they'd be like, "Is that Nick?"
Yeah,
like that's definitely
like the difference in the two podcasts are a world apart. Different.
Yeah, it was definitely different, but I mean, it's cool.
And the other thing about podcasts is also. You got to find that niche. Like, what are you going to talk about? That's like, believe it or not, it sounds easy, but it's one of the hardest things to to like discover or think about, because not only in 2017 there was 500,000 podcasts in the world. Mm-hmm. So what the fuck makes yours different from everybody from the other 500,000?
Yeah. And so that's what everybody's been telling me from the jump. Like, you got to find a niche.
Yes.
And when we first started, I was like, dude, I don't know if we have one. Like,
it's hard.
We talk about all kinds of shit. I think what ended up becoming our niche is we're like, look, man, you want negativity, you want drama, you want bullshit. There's enough of that. You can go find that anywhere. Yeah. Like, we were going to try to put out positive messages, tell good stories, tell funny stories, tell interesting stories. But we said we'd never talk about politics. We did it once. It was more fucking disaster.
That was with DSP. That was one of our things. Like, we don't. No religion, no politics. But we did the same thing. Like, we would get into politics, like maybe 1 or 2 episodes. Right. You know, and it'd be for like 5 or 6 minutes.
Fucking politics is
everywhere.
Everywhere, dude.
Everywhere.
And politics is the new celebrity. Like,
it really it's
people used to read Us Weekly, now they go watch Fox and News and
CNN and what are they talking shit about each other about, you know?
Exactly.
It's really gotten to the point that's all there is to talk about now.
Yeah.
Like, there's really, and I remember when you did come out with the positive vibes one, that's all there was. It was all negativity revolving in the world of politics. And it's just, that shit just, like, even today, like, it's just so old. It's so sickening just listening to it. Yeah. And like in social media. That's all you see on social media now.
Oh, dude.
Facebook. Like, I'm fucking done with Facebook.
Okay,
man.
so
I'm done with
glad you brought that up, because I'm not one of those motherfuckers who likes to go on Facebook like, I'm deleting friends today. Like, I fucking hate that shit. But I'm telling you right now... Because who gives a shit? Like, okay, delete friends. Who gives, like, go do it and shut the fuck up. But anyway, so
I've seen that too. Yeah, I've seen people do that. Like, okay, have fun.
Yeah,
I haven't talked to you in like 10 years anyway. So,
but I will tell you right now, I've been going through, and if I see somebody post anything about politics, I'm
really?
I'm unfriending.
You've gone to that?
Yeah.
I've gotten.
I'm gonna have 4 friends left when it's over.
I'm right there.
Yeah,
I'm really close.
I'm not gonna have any friends left.
Since I took that social media break and came back on, I've probably deleted 700 to 800 people.
I did the same thing. I deleted
because I'm so fucking tired of listening to it.
I deleted Facebook and Instagram I stayed off for about a month.
Yeah,
about 4 to 6 weeks. I got off of it.
It's amazing what it'll fucking do to your attitude.
Yeah,
man, because I took 7 days.
I think everybody just needs to delete that shit for like 7 days or something. Just see how much different your world is.
Give yourself time to decompress.
Yeah, just see how much different your world becomes. When you don't have about 400 or 500 motherfuckers telling bitching about the same thing. By the way, like, it's my I throw a lot of fucks out there. Is that okay?
Yeah,
we're on the internet, sir.
Good.
We're on the internet, sir. That's what I tell everybody.
We're not regulated by the
FCC.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of podcasts, man. That's the beauty of it. So it's just funny that you say that, because like I said, I'm not gonna have 5 friends left by the time it's done. But we were having this same conversation when we tried to record 2 episodes ago, the one that never made it, and thank God it never made it, because That's what got him off.
That's what he definitely did not forget to hit the record button, right?
That got me, bro.
He didn't do that.
That got me. Ooh,
no. Yeah, and like I said, the universe works in mysterious ways. That recording got fucked up, but we were sitting there talking about all these conspiracy theories. And
I love conspiracy theories.
I know you do.
I've been on a huge alien kick for like 4 days right now.
So I could listen to the alien kick.
Yeah.
I could listen to it.
Yes.
This horse shit that's going on right now.
Yeah.
That everybody's got a different fucking scenario to.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna mention it.
Don't.
But I fucking
No, mention it. I want to know, what is it, Chris?
Hey man. I think I just discovered your new podcast. You should come out with a conspiracy theory podcast.
I've thought about it.
You should.
I thought about it.
You want to rent out Studio A?
I mean, yeah, for
small
free,
fee,
right?
For a small fee.
Oh, fuck.
Just bring a case. Just bring a case.
An episode.
Yeah. You know what? If you just bring my
take
wife,
IOUs, right?
yeah. Bring my wife a bottle of wine and bring like a, I don't know, case of Michelob, and we could probably call it a day.
10-4. All right, we can make something like that work.
But yeah, it was just, that's what got him off of social media. We were talking about it, and usually at the end of our episodes, we like to like leave a good feeling at the end, like somebody feeling like, hey, that was good. I want to listen to the next one. It's the same thing as when we tried to do the true crime about the Chris Watts story. I was like, how do we make people feel good?
Which one's the Chris
after
Watts
talking
story?
about that?
The Colorado guy who killed his fucking wife and kids and went off with the.
Yeah, he threw him inside of a.
Put him inside of an oil tank. He smothered him in his back seat. And
No shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
you didn't hear about this?
fucking awful, bro.
Yeah.
Awful.
I stay just going on like we're talking right now. I'd stay away from the news as much as possible.
Yeah.
Good.
Fucking hating the news.
Good.
Yeah.
It's a fucking.
I mean, it was a couple of years ago.
story.
It's a horrible story, and we were gonna talk about it. And I texted Chris. I'm like, dude, I can't do this.
No.
Because I was heavy into true crime not that long ago.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe I should get started again because I got so depressed. I lost like 80 pounds. So maybe I should watch ID for like another 6 months. And I was, I dissected that particular story, and I went back to get familiar with it again, and it was like 15 minutes into it. I was like, dude, I can't fucking do this. Because what am I going to do? Like, at the end of the show, be like, all right, guys, go take a shower so you'll feel clean, because I know you feel dirty.
I was just watching, I've been listening to Joe Rogan. I've been listening to this podcast a lot lately, but he just had on these two dudes on his podcast, and what they do is it's like they, it's kind of going into like, maybe y'all don't want to talk about it, but it's going into death row, right?
Okay.
Which up until I listened to this podcast, I was always pro death row.
Yeah.
Always. But then, so he gets these two guys on there, and I think one's a lawyer and one's, I can't remember who the other guy is. But anyways, what they do is like all these guys who are legit innocent, and they have all this proof, including like DNA proof that they weren't even nowhere near the crime scene.
This is before or after they're executed?
This is before.
Oh, okay.
So what they do is they try to get these guys off of death row because they were truly innocent. And it is amazing. It's fucking disgusting, man. And it's amazing how many guys still get executed innocent.
Wow. I didn't know.
Go listen to, it's its most recent episode.
Okay.
Go listen to it. It's very.
I'm a fucking Rogan fanatic, bro.
I couldn't.
All about it.
I couldn't turn it off. It was very, because you're sitting there thinking.
All right, Joe, we're shouting you out. You know what to do next.
Because, like, I don't know if you've ever been arrested for something you didn't do.
Yes, that was supposed to be part of this conversation.
Yeah. Which, okay, yeah, you have.
Yes,
I have. So that episode spoke a lot for me.
And dude, I was scared as fuck.
Yeah.
Because you don't trust the system.
Yeah, well, your situation was way worse than what mine was. But yeah. But you kind of like.
You don't trust the system.
Yeah, you cannot. There's no such thing as guilty until proven innocent. It's really not. Anyways, my bad. But
no,
yeah,
it's all good. It's all good.
If you get a chance, check out that episode. It's really interesting.
It's funny that you say that, because that was actually part of my like staying humble, because like things are going great for me right now, but like I haven't forgotten when I was sitting in that jail cell, like not knowing what was gonna happen.
You still need that reality check. You need something that puts you in your place like that. Like, okay, it's smooth, but just remember where you came from.
Right. So
like,
Chris, I'm glad you said that. I don't know if you want to talk about it or not. I'm gonna give you an opportunity.
Go ahead.
Anything can be edited out. What was your moment when you're flying through the sky, everything's good, and then
man, if you want me to be honest,
yes,
I still haven't felt that moment yet.
not yet.
Now, when I remember when my son was born, That was probably like the highest I've ever felt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt a little bit that way when I bought my first house, and then it's just some things just don't quite.
So you feel
work
like
out the way they.
You feel like you've steadily been in the struggle still,
I'm
or
still
you
on
haven't reached.
I think I'm on the uphill, but I'm almost on the downhill. Right?
Okay.
Is that right? Yeah. Yeah. Like
So you haven't reached your peak yet. You're still
Right.
trying to get to where you want to be.
And not everybody reaches their peak at 30 years old.
That's true.
So like,
And you got to stop comparing yourself to
exactly.
Don't.
And I used to be the worst one about that. I used to be
You
so
cannot
bad.
compare yourself to other
I
people.
used to be so bad about that. Like I used to see all these people that I know with their big ass, lifted ass trucks and their nice house and shit like that.
You know what I think about that every time I see that shit?
I used to envy the fuck out of them.
That motherfucker's in a lot of goddamn debt.
Exactly.
He got a
Exactly.
big old
True
payment
story.
on that fucking
Exactly.
truck.
True story.
Exactly.
On that boat.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're sitting in the big payment right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's legit. We're sitting in the debt as we speak.
But no, I mean, like I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there.
Okay,
I've still
you've gone through some shit though.
Yeah,
that's gonna once you get there.
I've had a lot of setbacks, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, once you get there, you're gonna be able to stay humble.
Oh, yeah.
because you're gonna
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
how fast it can turn in a heartbeat.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
guess that's what, like I said, I mean, when I turn on this mic, I tell it all. My wife probably is very upset about that fact because last week we were talking about, is it cheating to watch porn? And I'm putting all my business out in the street, and she's probably like, "Oh my god!" And Chris was over there squirming in that chair too. But I just like to put it all out there.
Remember Ghetto Married?
Yes.
Do we still have the same viewpoint on Ghetto Married?
I do. I was ghetto married. I was ghetto married before. You're kind of ghetto married now.
Yeah, you can say that pretty much. Yeah.
Do you know what ghetto married is, Chris?
I mean, I have an idea, but
You watch Shameless, right? This is where I
Yes.
got that
Yeah.
that term for.
oh,
Okay.
I love
show.
Shameless.
Do you remember? I think it
Oh,
was
Frank
season.
Gallagher.
I think it was season 1 when Lip's kind of like in a relationship with I can't remember her name now. Was it Mandy?
Mandy was one of them. I don't know if it was the first.
First it was the girl. God, I haven't watched the show in so long.
Yeah.
Mandy's the one who's like super goth, ends up being his girlfriend for a while.
Okay.
She's Mickey's sister.
Okay. Yes, I think that's the first one.
There's this episode where like they're supposed to just be sleeping together, but like she's coming around all the time.
Yeah.
And Kevin, he's talking to her. He's like, "Dude, you're ghetto married." And I was like, "Dude, that's true. That is exactly what that's called. Basically, being ghetto married is you're in the relationship. Like sometimes you even live together. You share responsibility. You just haven't put a ring on it yet.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're ghetto married.
You don't have to get married.
It's true.
You
It's
know.
true. But I think I would say the majority, maybe not the majority of women. I think the majority of women
Careful
still
what you
want
say,
you
Nick.
to make them honest. I think so.
Me personally, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I
mean, I know there's some women out there who like, I hope I don't sound like I'm a misogynist or anti-feminist, because sometimes I lament and people getting on Facebook and griping. Like, I feel like there's a lot of women who feel like they have to present themselves as, oh, I don't give a fuck. But like, if they were really super honest with themselves, they'd be like, yeah, I'd like to meet a nice guy and settle down and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Maybe there are some women out there who are not about that life. I get it. But I think more than who would want to admit probably would prefer if they would want to go that route.
Yeah.
But you
Oh,
don't,
yeah.
like you
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
you don't have to. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being ghetto married. I've been ghetto married a couple times, actually. But I decided I wanted to be real married. And being ghetto married kind of helps you decide, like, if you're good ghetto married, then you're like, okay, we can take the next step.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes you're ghetto married and you're
only-
fighting like cats and dogs, and
Yeah.
you're like, I don't think we could be real married.
Yeah. The only difference between real married and ghetto married
It's
is
a piece of paper.
a piece of paper, and if you're done with each other, one's more expensive than the other.
That's very true. That's very true.
One costs you about, I don't know, a couple of grand if you want to lawyer up, and the other one's free. Just kick their ass out of the house.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to get into it heavy, but I see you on the come up. I'll put it to you this way, because I said there was changes from Dude Stuff Podcast, Chris, to now.
Oh yeah, when I started Dude Stuff, like I was a mess.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But like at that time, I didn't really realize I was that much of a mess.
Yeah.
But
I think there was a
yeah,
part of you were like searching for Chris,
oh yeah.
because you got married super young, right?
Yeah.
Became a father pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know being in that situation, sometimes you feel like, man, there's a lot of shit I missed out on. Let me go.
Yeah. So I feel like I worked my entire 20s away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking like 60, 70, 80, 90 hours a week, my entire 20s.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really have a real life.
Right.
And so, yeah, towards the end of my 20s, I lost my shit there for a little while.
Yeah.
And I kind of went off the deep end and, you know, paying the fucking price for it right now.
Right.
But anyways, but yeah, no, you're right. Like I've like, especially ever since I quit drinking, like everything.
I've seen a change in you.
I look at life now completely different.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Well, first you can remember life, so that's
I can like remember everything now.
remember stuff.
And let me tell you this: to wake up on a Tuesday with no hangover, it's amazing.
It's a good feeling, right? It's like, a good feeling.
No Gatorade, no ibuprofen. First thing I wake up.
Yeah.
Woo.
I don't know if you remember this, man, because you were living in the fast lane for a little while, and I think it was probably at the smoke pit at ITC again. Like we had one conversation, man, and I was just like, "Hey, man, I know you're doing you, and I wasn't trying to. I hope you didn't take it the wrong way because I wasn't judging you, or I was just letting you know, like, hey, man, like life can get super fast, and you want to be careful and slow that shit down, and you know It didn't take. It was probably like a couple of weeks later where you kind of got that smack by the 2x4 over the head, and I felt for you, dog, because I was like, Chris is trying to figure out some shit about him, and you know you'd been through, like you said, you worked your 20s away, and life sometimes just makes you want to be like, fuck it. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like you don't think about consequences anymore.
Yeah.
You're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do me and I'm gonna have a good time. And I think
that's exactly what happened to me.
Yeah.
Like I didn't give two fucks what my consequences were.
Right.
I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I'll deal with it later.
Yeah. And I think the one thing I warned you about, I was like, dude, you can do that, have all that fun, but don't put yourself in a position that's gonna jeopardize your relationship with your son.
Yeah. And
that's the biggest change I've seen in you since, you know, this was probably a year ago. When did you start Dude Stuff?
Yeah, well over a year ago. We started November 2018. Yeah.
Okay. And, you know, you've been through some shit, and I see the relationship you started developing with your son. And I'm not saying you didn't have one with him before.
Oh, no, I definitely. So I'm going to be the first one to say, like, I was a shit dad for a while.
Yeah.
For a while. It's like you said, like, I definitely, like, I lost myself, you know, went through the ringer, went through what I did.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, I don't look at it as something negative now. Like I did for a while, and I guess like maybe like 3 or 4 months into my sobriety, I was like, okay, this is a lot better than what it could have been.
Yeah.
And then I started focusing on being a better dad, and oh man, me and my kid are having the time of our lives right now.
I see you, bro.
I see it. I see it on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah.
And
I'll be the first. Like I said, I'm the first one. I was shit. I wasn't that great.
Yeah. And what you are going to find out, and what you probably have found out, is all the people you were running with, making bad decisions with, like when the shit hits the fan, them motherfuckers are gone.
Yeah.
And your son is there.
Yeah.
Like your son's not going nowhere. He will always be there. And
I mean, it took me. If there's one thing I'm good at, is burning bridges.
Right.
If you want to learn how to burn a bridge pretty good, I'm your boy.
Yeah. That's some good, honest transparency from me.
That is something that I did have to do.
Yeah.
Burn some bridges.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you looked up and you're like,
you recognize that for you, and you did that for you.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking awesome that you were able to see that this is not benefiting you, or in any way, shape, form, or fashion. To go from here to here and completely leave all that behind is fucking incredible.
Sometimes you gotta touch fire to know that it's hot. You know, man.
That bitch burns. Oh god.
Yeah, for sure. But man, I mean, I'm happy for you, and I know you said you're still on the uptick, and I believe you. But to have that relationship, it's almost like having your son all over again. And
it really is.
To see you guys and like the look on his face, like he's so genuinely happy when he's with you, and you're taking him out and you're doing shit that, I'm gonna be honest with you, man, like me and my father didn't have that type of relationship.
And the same thing, like, so when I grew up, me and my dad, like, I didn't get close to my dad until I was 18.
Yeah.
You know, my dad did the exact same thing that I did, you know, which is just work all the time. And like I think me and my dad went fishing like once.
Yeah.
You know, he took me to a couple of gun shows, but I don't have anything that. Best way to put I don't really have any childhood memories with of me just chilling with pops,
Yeah.
Other than chilling on the couch watching John Wayne movies. That's about it, you know? And so I didn't want to be like that. I didn't want to do that. I want to actually take my kid, we go camping all the time. We go fish all the time.
Yeah.
We do all these, extracurricular activities.
That's what's up, man.
And it's definitely fun though.
He's going to remember that for the rest of his life.
Oh yeah.
I tell my kids all the time, and I talk to me and my brother have discussed this. Your kids, all the Christmases that you have, they're not going to remember half the shit you ever bought them.
Fuck no.
They're not going to remember half of the things that you went and spent a big chunk of money on. But you know what they are going to remember? They're going to remember the time you spent with them. All the times you've taken your son camping, that you've gone fishing, that's the shit he's going to remember. Yep. If you say, hey, what'd your dad get you for Christmas in 2020? Ask him in 10 years. He's not going to know what the fuck. He's not going to know. But hey, how was your camping trip in 2020? He'll probably be able to tell you all about that shit.
Exactly.
And that's my, when I look at you, I kind of, it's kind of like that silent head nod, I see you, bro. I see you, bro. And since we work different schedules, I don't get to see you and talk to you as much as we used to. But I see you, dog, and I'm happy for you. And I know you still you still got that uptick, man. But I know once you get there, I don't want to never say never, but I say the odds of you taking that downslide again are probably pretty low.
Well, I mean, as long as I just remind myself of hey, just remember what you did.
Oh yeah.
To put yourself in that position. Yeah. I feel pretty confident in myself that. Then again, anything can happen. But yeah, as long as I remind myself, which I do, it was pretty bad, dude.
Yeah, you keep your circle tight too, man. And part of growing is being able to have accountability.
Oh yeah.
And tell the people that you hurt along the way, yo, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it. And different people go through that stage at different times because it's hard to do, man. It's hard to fucking eat crow. I've done it so much in my life, I'm used to it now. It's not really that difficult for me anymore. But I'm just happy to see you making that climb, dude. And it's not gonna be long before you're where you want to be. I haven't been to your apartment yet, dude. I still want to see it.
Well, come on by anytime,
man.
There's a nice pool.
Oh yeah. Is it open?
I don't know. Some days yes, some days no.
You know a pool never fucking closes?
The one in the backyard.
The Clark motherfucking pool, baby.
Oh, I was gonna say my bathtub. It never closes either. But okay, never mind.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. You gonna build that deck or what? That's just a waste of money. You need to put that underground pool in, buddy.
That 2 years.
Save that money.
2 years.
It's gonna take you 2 years to dig it yourself, or
no.
That's just the way you're gonna be ready.
I gotta get rid of one note and get another fucking note.
Make sure you dial 811 before you dig. Holler at you, Josh. But yeah, man, I'm happy for you, and I just think about there were so many things you were going through, and you probably used to get tired of me being like, oh, dude, I remember because everything.
Nah, the one thing I never get tired of
everybody's different. Every situation is different. You would go through stuff, and it would remind me of shit that I went through. We had some discussions about your divorce, and I've been through a divorce before, so it was just tough because I saw you going through stuff and I remembered how I reacted to it. And sometimes I can be a little preachy. I mean, obviously, that's why I have a fucking microphone that I think.
That's why you started a podcast.
Exactly.
Right?
I think people want to listen to everything I have to say. But I mean, dude, I just remember that feeling, and I was I was hurting for you, dog. And I'm glad to see you on the upswing, man.
Yeah,
it's really good. And now you finally made it to the podcast, man.
I've been so excited. I've only been asking you
I'm returning the
once
favor.
a week, hey, get me on your podcast. I just want to talk to people.
That's what I'm saying. I'm returning the favor, and it's good, man. I'm glad you're here, Chris.
Well, shit. The way I look at it, you were on ours twice. You owe me one more. So,
I do. Was I on yours twice? Yes, I was on yours twice. Yeah. Hey, man, I told you, man.
You were on the podcast twice. I don't remember where we recorded it at. I know once was at
Lindsay's house the second time.
Was it Lindsay's? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was when we hadn't started yet, but I was going to bring my roadcaster over and show it to you.
Yeah.
That was good times though, man. But I told you when I texted you earlier, I was like, hey man, since Chris is here, it was supposed to just be me, Then it was going to be just me and you. Then Chris decided he's popping. And I was like, dude, this might be an audition for you, brother. Bring your A game. Bring your A game, brother. But hey, man, you still have an opportunity to host our podcast if you want to join the contest.
Sorry, you're doing that little contest, huh?
So you think you can podcast. But you're not on Facebook too much, so you probably don't see that very much. All you got to do is share with 15 of your friends, man, and have them vote for you. There's still 2 more weeks of voting. And you have a lot of friends.
Do I, though?
Do I?
You have a lot of
I think I just knocked
You have a lot of Facebook
How many
friends.
how many friends do I got to share to?
15.
Okay, I have 14 friends, so
Just vote for yourself then.
I'm just kidding.
Vote for yourself a couple of times. No, because right now, there's a couple people who are vying for it, man. But you might want to show off your podcast skills, man. I don't know, man. So
that is something I do miss. It's like
this part, not editing.
Not editing, but like some of the planning I kind of enjoy too. Like I like figuring out, what are we going to talk about this week?
I can tell you have the itch because every time I see you, you're like, dude, you need to share your store more. Like I can tell you have the itch. I still get involved.
Yeah. I like to hand out advice.
Sometimes. Yeah, he's like, dude, you need to put your store website on your Facebook page. I'm like, dude, I've been trying to do that for 3 months. Like, they won't let me fucking do it.
The Facebook algorithms
it's Facebook is hard to work with.
It's horse shit.
Really yeah.
It's horse shit, man.
Yeah.
But it really is.
Hey, did you start paying for ads yet?
I did. I did take your advice. I took your advice, and we got 10,000 views of that.
No shit.
Yeah, we got 10,000 views now. Like 4 people liked it.
Yeah.
But I did get some people to like the page from it.
That's good.
I've paid for ads a couple times.
That's good.
Like nothing huge. Like I think Whitney said they pay like thousands of dollars for hundreds of thousands of dollars for ads for their stuff, and it works for them. That's probably the level you have to do to get a return.
That goes back to where I was talking about earlier. Like you have to spend a lot of fucking money to get a podcast to blow up. Because like not only podcasting is all word of mouth.
Yes.
Like you're not going to get nowhere unless you
talk about it.
Unless you talk about it, and you know what, your friends are going to get annoyed as shit about it. But it's the way. Like if you want to make, there are people who do make podcasting a living.
Yes.
There's a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
And they're not the Joe Rogans of the world. They're just like 2 random dudes like y'all.
Yeah, we're part of a group called Pod Houston, and there's quite a few of them, man. We're trying to get there.
Yeah.
This week, this past 2 months has been crazy. Going through the house buying process, and everything else is going on. We have a family member in the hospital. Like it's been nuts. Like when we first started. One of my biggest pet peeves about myself is I was constantly on my phone. Like I went 3 days without even posting, like last week, because of trying to get in here. So I definitely know like I need to get back on my A game. And
dude, what I've noticed if you post 7 days a week, it gets choked out so much more.
That's true.
If you just post 2 days.
That's
a week.
that was another thing I was telling Nick because I think you asked me like, do you think I'm posting too much? I was like,
I was on my Gary V shit though, bro. Gary V said put out 60 pieces of content a day. But also Gary V
who the hell was on
Gary
like
V? 17 different.
You want to get fucking riled up.
Yeah.
You just type in YouTube Gary V.
Gary V's not fucking around.
And here's
the deal. He's not posting 60 pieces of content on Facebook only. That motherfucker's posting,
and he's not doing it by himself either.
No. These guys, they pay.
He owns Vander Media, and he's got a fucking crew of these guys doing this shit for him. Yeah. And all he does, he's a fucking inspirational speaker.
Bro. And another thing, like you don't realize how hard social media is to navigate through, unless you're trying to promote your shit. Like it's more than just posting a picture somewhere. No, there's a lot to it,
dude.
Believe it or not, there's a lot to it.
I learned early on that you can't just post horse shit on Instagram. You can't just take a picture and post it and expect to get any kind of reach.
You got to figure out like
that's a fucking art gallery.
It is.
That art gallery has to have the correct hashtags. And when it's
and you got to figure out
properly, it fucking works.
Yeah, yes. You got to figure out what the correct hashtag to use.
Yep.
The time of day you post it.
Yep.
What it's It's
fucking
weird.
That's my issue. That's my issue with Instagram right now. Instagram is highly neglected by me right now. But I'm doing everything.
When I did,
like when we've arrived, I'm gonna get my own social media. I thought about asking Maddie if she wanted to intern and be our social media engineer.
When we did with Dude Stuff, we did Instagram was our biggest one.
Your big one,
yeah. Like I feel like Instagram was our. It's because you get
Instagram is better for podcasts than Facebook is.
Yeah,
I will admit that.
Yeah, exactly. Because and that's Facebook's great if you just want to post a picture of your studio, or here's an event.
It's good for Facebook's good for raw stuff.
Yeah.
Instagram is good for
promoting your shit.
Finished and promotion. Yeah. That's what Instagram is good for. Because I'm telling you, my buddy Justin Hashaw, who came in and completely revamped our Fair Dinkum Instagram. Mm-hmm. We had 120 followers on Instagram. And he said, bro, let me tell you something. You're fucking up so bad. And it's nothing to fault for you. It's just you're posting shitty images. And you're not posting any hashtags. And you're
don't even get me started with the correct filter to use on shit either.
What you're doing is you're promoting to people that you know, and you need to be promoting to people you don't know. He said, watch this. 2 weeks, you're going to have fucking 1,500 followers.
Yeah.
Organically, not paid for, not these little fucking spam bots that say, I'll get you 25,000 followers for $50.
Oh, I hated those.
None of that shit, right?
Those, man.
Yeah. Bro, he starts working this fucking algorithm. And I am not shitting you, in 2 weeks, those 1,500 motherfuckers on that page, because he was using hashtags properly. He was taking these pictures and making them look beautiful. Like there was no horse shit on my on the Fair Dinkum Instagram. Yeah. And it fucking popped, dude. It's been it's been revamped for about 6 months now, and we're up to 2,600 followers.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, my boy.
It's fucking it works.
Smells Like Middle Aged Spirit podcast. Instagram is extremely jealous of 100 followers, but honestly, I just don't work it enough.
It's a lot of work.
I've been neglecting.
It is a lot of work, man.
I've been neglecting it.
Like so, another thing is like a lot of these guys who their podcast is big or big enough to profit off of or whatever, is like they quit their jobs.
Yeah,
they quit their jobs and they make this full time.
Yep.
That's what, man, Chris.
I know it's a dream, right? I would love to just sit on my couch and post Instagram shit all day.
I'm telling you, I was telling Haley this the other day. What I'm good at, what I specialize in, is taking a fucking little minute idea and launching that motherfucker into space.
Yeah.
Once it gets there,
fuck, what do I do?
I'm just gonna get me a nice comfy chair and watch all the other motherfuckers take over and just sit back and Cadillac.
Yeah.
But this motherfucker's got a niche for it, man, and I
enjoy doing it. That is the biggest part of it. Like I like doing it.
Yeah.
And trust me, it comes with it's a pain in the ass, Oh, yeah. You talk about a 4-hour edit, bro. Episode 20, I edited that shit for 3 days.
Yep.
3 days. And I literally finished about an hour before it went live on YouTube. Like I was still working on it an hour before it went live on.
See, with you, what I like about you, like you do have like a system set up. Like, okay, this is our posting date. Yada yada yada. Like when we did ours, I was like, all right, we're gonna record. I'm gonna edit.
It's gonna come out whenever,
and then I'm gonna post as soon as I'm done recording.
Well, dude, we were in season 1. We were crashing and fucking burning because we didn't have a schedule.
Yeah,
like it was a fucking nightmare. Yeah. And then once we got that schedule in place, things tended to go a lot better, a lot smoother.
And it does work because I can put out an episode on Sunday, and the people who listen to us on a regular basis, they've gotten to the point where that's like a part of their routine too. Yep. And then
Stephen Terry shouts it every Monday.
Yes, sir, he does.
Screenshots it.
And so
Monday morning routines.
Here, when we got to the video part, it added a little bit extra to do, but I can say, okay, I'm going to post on Sunday. I'm going to start promoting the next episode on Wednesday. Like you get into a groove, and I'm not going to say that I'm on top of it 100% at all times.
No, it's hard to do, man.
It's hard to do, especially when you work a full-time job.
Exactly.
And
it's
then
hard.
You got your honey-do list when you're at the house. Trust me, there's times when I'm just done. Like I'm not working on podcasts today. Yeah. Is it going to make it harder for me tomorrow because I got to do twice the work?
Absolutely.
Yes, it is. But I can't do it right now because of so much other stuff going on. But at the end of the day, like you said, there's not a whole lot of glory in it. But I just enjoy. If I listen back and I enjoyed listening to a conversation that I've already heard, that's because I had it.
So when you get done editing and all that and you post it, do you go back and listen to your episodes?
Yes.
Every one of them. Every fucking one of them. He could spout them back verbatim.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Because you know why? Because I spend hours editing it, and
you're tired
go
of
back
it?
like 10 seconds to hear the same shit.
Yes.
Go back another 10 seconds, you hear the same thing. It's like you just listen to it like so much. Like, all right, I'm done.
Dude,
everybody listen to this. Fucking brain is warped.
It's probably
I've never every once in a while I will.
Maybe I'm slightly narcissistic for this. I don't know. But I'll give you an example. Episode 19 was our highlight reel. I worked on that for 4 days. Mm-hmm. I was so fucking sick of our theme music by the time I finished it.
Yeah.
But when I listened back to like all the work that I put into it.
Badass.
And it came out because Whitney got pissed at me because I was working on it so long.
Yeah.
And I was pissed that it was taking so long, but I was like, I finally said, babe, I'm not stopping working on this until it's fucking perfect. And it's not perfect right now. And she's just like, I'm like, it's not perfect. It's going to be perfect. And I won't say it was perfect, but it was pretty damn close. Yeah. Like it turned out pretty good.
So what I would do, I'd listen like maybe, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes of it.
I go back some of our episodes. I'm critiquing myself. I'm very hard on myself.
Same. So I would like filler words.
Yes.
You don't know how bad you are with filler words until you listen to
Well, our
yourself.
audience knows now because we don't edit the video. Yeah. I used to make a pristine edit of our audio, and people probably thought like, wow, he's really professional. No.
There's about like 10,000 uhs.
Yeah. When you record for an hour and you edit so many uhs out, you only got 30 minutes.
Like, wow, I said, damn, that's a lot of uhs.
I said for 30 minutes.
I started, but before we quit DSP, I started a file, which was all junk, shit like that. And it started getting like kind of funny.
Yeah.
I was going to do like a blooper episode.
Yeah.
And just because I had like 15 minutes worth of just.
Oh, that one episode I was on alone would have provided you for.
Oh no.
There was beautiful footage that probably got on the cutting room floor.
That got deleted. Set that bitch on fire.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, no, I was gonna do a blooper episode, which is just like shit, like dumb shit we would say, like when we didn't even realize we were recording, or post recording, where I didn't really turn the record button. Yeah, I didn't turn it off, and then Randy would say something stupid and funny. And
forgetting what episode it is because you had too many margaritas, shit like that. Yeah, that happened to me.
Remember? Yeah,
that happened to me. I was like, "Welcome to episode."
We had to start.
Yeah, let's start over. That was when COVID first started. Man, they were getting them drive-through margaritas from El Toro, which is not a sponsor of the Smells Like Middle-Aged Spirit podcast. But if they want to be,
there you go.
I thought you said El Toro.
I thought you said they were. Like what?
No, if they want to be, I mean, when they were doing drive-through margaritas for $25 for the house margarita.
Yep.
And me and Whitney were frequenting them often, putting on putting on our mask, our gloves, and drive. And you have to order food with it. See, the first time they gave it to us,
you can't order just chips.
We get chips and salsa or chips and queso, man. Go get chips, queso, and a gallon of margarita for like $30.
That should be a permanent thing, bro.
It really
I think it's going to be.
And I don't drink, but that just
I think Governor Abbott said he started mentioning something about to-go alcohol and drive-through alcohol, and he's like,
they've been doing it in Louisiana forever.
Forever. But in Texas, it was never. I mean, the drive-through margarita's been a thing for a while.
And see, I don't see how they're getting around that shit.
Yeah,
I really don't.
If you put tape on the lid, it's considered a closed container.
That's your loophole to a fucking DWI. Like, give me a fucking break.
Just carry tape with you. If you got that tall boy, just put some tape over it real quick.
Yeah. It's sealed.
It's a closed container, sir.
Yeah. But now I think Governor Abbott is going to make it a thing to where like to go beer and alcohol.
Yeah,
it's going to be legit.
But
from restaurants,
I know for a fact
they're already now. Some dickhead stole my idea. I don't know who it is. But I had this idea like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
He didn't steal it. You just weren't fucking quick enough.
Yeah, fuck you. Was Uber alcohol, which is like, you just hit me up. I'll go buy your beer for you and then bring it to your house.
Oh, yeah. HEB's fucking selling
but
6 packs right
that was
now.
my idea like 5, 6, 7 years ago. All right?
Oh, yeah.
But 7 years ago, you'd have drank it all before it got to their house.
Yeah, that was me. Definitely.
I brought you some bottles.
Call the customer like, hey, you want to get an extra 6-pack? It's just for me. I'm not going to bring it to you.
If you recycle these empty beer cans, you get a chunk of change. That's fucking
back seat just rattled.
I know for a fact, though, we sent some people to El Toro so they could slice us off a sponsorship if they wanted to. Because I know that Rudy went, Sarah went, like people. Yeah. I was talking about it because we were, like I said, we were doing it like twice a week. So if they want to sponsor us, we're here. Holler, hey, we're in Deer Park, but we love LaPorte too.
What you do is you go onto El Toro's like Facebook page or something and post your shit there. Boom. Hey, come listen to this. They won't like it, but just do it.
This guy's full of ideas, man. He's really auditioning himself right now. You got the podcast itch? What's up? Are you going to do it again?
The what?
Podcast itch.
I do. I do got the itch. I don't know.
All right, so this has to happen.
I don't know what the vice is going to be.
We're about to get deep. This was going to have to happen. You're going to have to kiss and make up with Randy. Get your shit back.
Yeah. I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah, you're going to have to kiss and make up. Probably have to do a lot of kissing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Randy's a manly man, so I don't know how we take to that. But at least, I mean, I'm not saying make up to him just so you can get your shit back, because you guys were good friends. And, you know, everybody, like I said, part of making that uphill climb is showing some accountability and being humble and being like, hey, dog, my bad. And you guys, bro, hug it out. And maybe, who knows, man? Maybe dude stuff comes back. Who knows? Who knows?
Well, I don't think dude stuff's not going to come back.
Yeah.
I don't. That was something that I did with the previous version of myself. Chris, I know that sounds.
I couldn't see you.
That sounds kind of cheesy right now.
I couldn't see you doing it again, honestly.
Well, because even after I quit drinking, it's dude stuff started getting like really hard to do.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think it's gonna come back. I mean, it could. I don't know. I don't think so. Like I said, I kind of
Randy, I know you check us out every now and again. I'm gonna look in this camera. I'm gonna look you in the eyes, brother. I'm gonna holler at you. You and Chris, you guys shake hands. Y'all make it up, man. All right, y'all went through a lot together, and just make it happen, bro.
And by the way, like I said, like I burned that bridge. Like it was me that.
Right.
That, you know.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to take some accountability.
For sure.
Yeah, you can take some accountability.
But no, I do want to do another podcast.
Life's about second chances.
Yeah, I do want to start another podcast. I don't know what it's going to be. Like, I have been getting into conspiracy theories.
Yes.
I'm not a conspiracy nut. I just find them very interesting.
Okay.
Especially like aliens.
Let's do some rapid fire.
I don't know what my deal is
Let's do some rapid fire real quick.
I don't like rapid fire.
Moon landing, real or fake?
Real. Absolutely.
9/11, real or fake?
Real.
Do aliens exist?
Yes.
Are they in Area 51 and the government knows about them?
Yes. The government has already acknowledged that there are UFOs out there.
Don't you think they were just
the Pentagon just recently came out? There's a reason why they're saying it. I just don't know why.
What else was going on when they said that, though? You didn't think that was just a distraction? What else? You remember what else was going on?
I think that something big is coming, and the government is trying to get us ready to get
people were trying to raid Area 51. And I believe that's when.
Has anybody else noticed that when we raided, the so-called raid on Area 51? Anybody ever noticed ever since that happened, everything's gone to shit?
Dude, am
I the only one that's another
conspiracy?
That? I'm not gonna lie. I was in Corpus Christi. We were on vacation. I started seeing these fucking Area 51 memes, and bro.
Yeah, you were texting me.
I went fucking off. Like the motherfuckers show up in Houston with the fucking wheels and the fucking purple drink, like rolling in their fucking UFOs. I was like,
I've seen UFOs,
bro.
Swear to God,
dude, you and my son are gonna get along just
I've
fine.
Seen
you
in
start
Deer Park.
a podcast with my son about
in Deer Park. Nobody believes me, but I've seen them.
It's unidentified because you don't know what it is. That doesn't mean someone else doesn't know what it is.
I know it was a UFO.
How do you know that?
Because I just do.
That holds no water.
I know.
You didn't know what it was.
So here's what happened.
You didn't know.
Somebody knew what it was.
Here's what happened, okay?
It's only unidentified if nobody knows what the fuck it is. Hey. And that's never going to happen because whoever's in the motherfucker, they know who they are. Think about it.
Daddy's trying to talk right now.
Okay. Hold up, dog. I got the volume control over here, but you go ahead.
Oh, you're putting me on mute. Don't put me on mute.
I got the volume control over here.
No, so I was leaving work. I was leaving out of SGS, right? It's back in like early days of SGS.
Were you drinking at this time?
No, I was getting off nights. I was sober at that time.
You were sober in that moment.
Oh, but fun fact, I never drank when I was on nights. Never did. I couldn't do it. Anyways.
Go for it.
Or whenever I would get off. Okay. Anyways, so I was getting off of work, right? Off of nights, and I'm driving home. I'm going down Georgia, yeah. And I see these 3 white lights, okay? I'm like, no, that's not a UFO. Definitely not. So I turned my radio down, rolled my window down. There's nobody else on the street, okay? So there's like no other like ambient noise or whatever. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to see if I hear
nobody to confirm that this story is not bullshit. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, how convenient is that? So I'm trying. So I roll my window down and turn the radio off so I can make sure. I want to see if I can hear like airplane engine or something, right?
Right.
Or a helicopter. No fucking noise. None. I was like, okay. Usually at airplanes and helicopters they have like a blue and red light,
yes,
right, on their wings or the tails, whatever. Nothing. These motherfuckers were just like
The government has
just fucking floating.
The government has aircraft that's silent, man.
Those are UFOs.
The government has aircraft that's silent.
Why would they be flying them over Deer Park?
Ellington Field is right over there.
Okay,
right?
This wasn't a fucking Apache. It was a UFO.
You know what, man? That is the first episode of your new podcast right there.
Oh, absolutely. Hell yeah.
That's what's up, dude. Yeah, you should have my son with you because what's that show that comes on KTRH at midnight?
Coast to Coast?
Yes. Yeah, I knew you would know. That is
I don't know anything about that show. Nothing.
Yeah, that's my son's shit, man. He's all over that.
That radio show used to scare the shit out of me. Like the idea that like Mars Attack, remember that movie came out?
Yes.
I had nightmares for like 3 years.
Mars Attack was pretty outrageous.
It was a weird movie. Like you watch it now, you're like,
what's funny is that like one of the more realistic movies like ID4 that didn't bother you.
Like which one?
Independence Day.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah,
no, it didn't. No, that didn't bother me. There was something about those little mini midget aliens
they were
with the big ass head that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, they were.
And the I don't know why, but it just always bothered me.
Yeah, it was a weird movie. That's for sure. Well, man, I'm glad you came to shoot the shit with us. This was fun.
Me too. I had a good time.
I'm glad you did. You got that itch scratched a little bit, man.
Dude, I need to scratch.
Or you might need to shower.
It's either that or it's a mosquito bite.
Yeah, you might need to shower too. It could be one of those things. But we appreciate you coming on, especially in the clutch, because this was another episode we were supposed to have a guest, and people are canceling on us a lot this season, man. I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Is it because we don't pay? You know you're not getting paid. You know you're not getting paid, right?
Oh, God damn it.
Just so
this was not mentioned in our contract.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I forgot to tell your agent when I called him that we're not paying you. But we appreciate you coming on, man. This is a great time. Chris, I'm glad you were able to drop in, and now we won't skip a beat.
There you go.
And we hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. I think the overall gist of what I wanted to come out of this is life happens. Sometimes it comes at you fast, and it has its ups and downs. But when you get to your peak, when you get to the top and you feel like you're flying through the air, just remember where you came from and how fast you can end, because it can happen just like that. So appreciate it, enjoy the moments, but always go for it. You know, don't live in fear of failing. You can't do that, but let that fear motivate you, but always stay humble and remember where you came from.
That's it. Preach, brother, preach.
Yes, sir. So before we get out of here, I do want to give a quick thanks to our sponsors and to our affiliates, the Urban Soap Bar, Sarah Cooligan, who will be here on September 5th, and I'm saying it out loud, so you have no choice but to come, Sarah. And I also want to thank Stephen Terry, who mentioned him earlier, a very good supporter of this show. And I want to thank Josh Beard. He's the reason I'm in this beautiful home. He's the reason Studio A 2.0 exists. Thank you so much. He's the best in the business. He goes above and beyond. This dude is still doing stuff for me, and he made his money a week and a half ago.
Yep.
Like, he's one of the best. And I want to remind you guys that Banerjee Plastic Surgery has an affiliate program where you can get discounts on Botox, you can get Dysport and other similar products, and they'll give you $1,000 off of your plastic surgery, any procedure, $1,000 off. What do you want to get done, Chris? If you could fix one part of your body and you wanted Banerjee Plastic Surgery to do it.
Nothing. I'm perfect. What are you talking about?
Just take it out the gut and put it in your ass. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I have like no ass. You put me backside against the wall, I have no ass. None.
Yeah.
Like I just dropped 50 pounds, so we could take some of that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Throw it in my ass.
Well, hey man, go on BanerjeePlasticSurgery.com. Tell them Smells Like Middle Age Spirit podcast sent you. They'll hook you up. And then finally, PopSocks.com. Our good buddy Marquez Williams, former Houston Roughneck. He has got a website where he sells all types of crazy design socks. He calls them Pop Socks. And if you use the Spirit Sniffer promo code, you will get 10% off your order. Thank everybody who has allowed themselves to attach their name to our brand. We're very humbled by it. We appreciate it so much. And, you know, we hope that we are representing you well and turning out some business for you. Don't let me forget Energy Procurement Services. That's one that we know about personally. Lisa over there, you guys give her a call or email her, and she's going to get you hooked up on your energy for sure. All right, guys. Anything else you want to add about being humble
think we good, man.
Chris, Chris, as long as I've known you, you've been on the come up. Like, you've gotten better paying job like 4 times. Like, just do it every time. Like, he's always moving, but I mean, you've been on the come up. I hope you don't see that dip, man. I'm sure you went through some stuff when you were young.
I hit rock bottom when I was young, man.
Yeah.
I was on the fucking ground
when I was
young.
You decided I'm not doing that no more.
I will never, ever be in that spot again.
Yeah. And one day you're going to have to talk about that because people keep asking me about that.
We will.
What happened with Chris?
We will.
They want to know. They want to know the deets, man. All right, man. Well, thank you guys so much. Once again, Chris, thanks for coming in and hanging with us. We want to thank everybody for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It now has its own URL, YouTube/C/Smells Like Middle-Aged Spirit Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. For our guest, Chris Conn. My name's Nick Stevenson.
My name's Chris Clark, and we'll see y'all next time.
You've been listening to the Smells Like Middle-Aged Spirit Podcast with Nick and Chris. For more show content, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.